Hey, what's up, guys? So if I told you there's a DJ right now that's approaching a top DJ on the planet, and she's only started DJing 6 months ago, and she DJs a unknown genre of music that's quickly becoming big. Um, she has an AK-47 on her chest. Drake follows her. Her Twitter clips of her doing her sessions got millions of views. Um, she's only started doing 6 months ago, and her name is Uncle Waffles. You look at me and be like, you're kidding, right? If you're in America like me, you'd be like, you're kidding, right? There's an South African DJ that does this and she has whatever. Like, no, it's real. Uncle Waffles is a real thing. She exists. She only started doing it 6 months ago and she's electric. Um, she gets a lot of criticism from, I guess, in South Africa, and black people. I'm black, I know this. We're our biggest critics, right? White people could be conservative, rednecks are conservative, Republicans are conservative, but there's no other critical conservative person than a black person looking at another black person be like, the hell are you doing? Right? That's the most conservative I've seen. My grandparents being one of them. Like, what the hell? What haircut do you want? No, you're not getting that haircut. Right? So black people are the most critical people to critique other black people. And she's gotten a lot of criticisms because her sets are gimmicky. And these are people critiquing her from the clips they've seen. I mean, there's lots of clips of her on the internet, Instagram, Twitter, what have you, YouTube. And basically in her sets, you Google her right now, you see her dancing and she has thongs on and she's just twerking. She's kind of DJing, but she's doing her thing, and then she's doing them back to DJing. So it don't look like she's DJing at all. It looks like she's just playing music and basically dancing to the music. A lot of professional DJs are critics of DJs, and DJing is a big deal in Africa. I did not know this. Here in America, we kind of look at artists and be like, oh yeah, like Kanye West, like Drake, like, whatever, good artist, good song, whatever, and we buy their music, but this genre of music, Amapiano music, is the most beautiful music I've ever heard my entire life. It's, before I even start talking about Uncle Waffles, I have to talk about Amapiano. Not a lot of people know about it. You've heard Amapiano music before. You don't know what it was, and you're like, this is the jam. That's how I was too. All of a sudden I heard this song. I did not know it was an Amapiano song. It wasn't until I saw Squid Games, and it was a remix of one of the soundtracks from Squid Game. And I'm like, I need this music. I need this in my phone. I need this. And when I Google, I couldn't find it. I Google, and something came Amapiano. I'm like, what the hell is Amapiano? Google Amapiano. I was like, so you mean there's a genre of music from South Africa that's based on pianos that basically makes any type of sound and mixes with any type of music on the planet? And I was like, this is a joke. So I Googled it, and I think one of the things that comes up is like, look at these DJs, not artists, DJs. I'm like, why would I learn about a genre of music by listening to a DJ mix it? Apparently DJs mix is the best way to listen to Amapiano music is with DJs. So DJs are very important to this genre because the way they play the music is different than when you download the song. I downloaded songs and I played it, and I was like, this is not the same song. Like, what the hell is this? But when I hear the DJs mix it and tweak it, it's amazing. So basically what it is, a combination of like 1990s house, techno, hip hop, drum and bass, R&B, even like rock and roll, pop. It's a mix of everything. It's literally, like I told someone, it's like, if music originated in Africa, this is Africa's way of telling the world, yeah, music came from us, right? And basically, Amapiano is like all the genre of music coming back together, right? And making this new sound. You hear a lot of different things in it. The foundation of Amapiano is the piano. And a lot of times I listen to music, I don't hear any pianos. I even was gonna do a meme where like, I'm looking for the pianos in Amapiano music. I don't hear any piano. But after you listen to the music for a while, a few weeks, you start hearing the piano, you hear the keys. And it's like, how did I not hear this before? So there is definitely pianos in there, a lot of whistling, a lot of like reverberation bass, like this bass, drum rolls. So Uncle Waffles, right? I saw her live at Rockets. It's on YouTube. And I was like, this is after I heard the backlash. She doesn't know how to do this. And I'm like, let me watch this, see what it is. I love Uncle Waffles. Before I even saw her, I was like, you know what? For someone to do this for 6 months and achieve what she's achieved in such a short time, it has to, you have to give praise to that, right? Because it's not like the DJ scene isn't like, it's not welcoming. It's not forgiving if you mess up, if you don't appease to the crowd, right? You're done. You're done immediately, right? It's not like something that's gonna cushion you and hug you and walk. It's a rough game. Lots of South African DJs out there doing the same thing more or less. So it's a rough niche thing to get into, and DJing is very important in South Africa. I did not know this. So if you're not on your game, if you're not performing, if people don't want to see you, you don't exist, right? Uncle Waffles is booked out. She's getting all the shows, to the point where the music she's playing, the artists are complaining that I was supposed to go to that show. I was supposed to do that show. Uncle Waffles took my spot, and I'm the artist, my music, right? It's on Twitter. There's a Twitter war with Uncle Waffles where artists are saying she's taking my money. It's my music, but she's playing my music, and people wanted her to play my music instead of me showing up and singing my own music, right? This is on At the Welly, right? The artist for that, right? I didn't know who the artist was for At the Welly, but I've heard it 1,000 times with Uncle Waffles playing it. I don't know who sings it. I don't know. So this guy's like, that's my music. Like, why can't I play my own music? Why can't I have my shows booked, but she's getting booked before I do for my own music? Anyway, besides the point. So I saw Uncle Waffles live, and this is the funny story. She comes on. It's at Rockets, and if you know Rockets in South Africa, it's the most annoying place for a DJ to go to, right? The DJing table, normally DJs are in the back of the room. They're above the crowd, and DJs want to do their thing in front of energy. They want energy feedback from the crowd. They want to know that what I'm playing is making the crowd dance. Rockets, the DJ, I don't know where they're facing, but there's people behind them, like lots of people behind them. There's people sitting down below them. There's like an engineering booth over there with weird people. There's people eating dinner behind them in a deep way in the back. And there's like an elevator thing on the side that's going up and down like they're in some sort of shopping mall and they're in a food court. I don't know how it's set up there. And then on the DJing table, it's literally it's like this big, right? Your DJ equipment is in there. And you have these two little tables. And what the owners of Rocket thinks people want to see is these go-go girls dancing on this 2-inch table, right? Not to South Africa, not to Amapiano, but just twerking and dancing out of sync with the music. I guess Rockets is some old creepy white dudes that run that show. They think that's what people want to see, right? Credit to them, they're dancing the whole time. And I'm like, it's 2021. It's like you think it's 1970s or something like that, right? But that's South Africa. I'm not from there. I don't know the culture, but that's what's happening. So the DJs are in the thing mixing. They have these women literally right there twerking, dancing, and it's very distracted, right? So Uncle Waffles come on, and whatever show she was, there's someone leaving, and then she comes in there, and then she leaves. She does her set for like an hour, and someone else comes in. She comes in, has the headphones on. I don't know what she's doing. She's in there doing stuff. But apparently her headphones are on backwards, right? And she's like, oh, she takes it off. She realizes music wasn't coming out of it. She plugs it in, puts it on the right way. And I'm like, this is going to be interesting. And it wasn't her first set. This is December 6th, the weekend of December 6th. So she's been around, at least popular, since like September-ish, right? According to her, she's been DJing since, I think, May or April is when she started doing it. And September, she became hot. So this is December. She was doing a lot of shows, and this was Rockets, a big show. You don't go to Rockets unless people know you or people want you to go there, right? So headphones on backwards. She's like doing something. I don't know what she's doing. She has her assistant, Zeus, is there, who is a whole other story. And she forgot to put her USB thing with her music in there. And she's like, where's the... And then he comes, puts it in, and she goes, okay. She's doing her thing. She starts playing the first set. It's quiet. It's just playing music, and she's doing her thing. She's setting it up. At that point, DJs assume I'm not a DJ. They're still setting up the thing, getting the knobs and stuff like that. Second set comes around, and she actually makes a mistake where DJs, you want to mix the music so you don't hear the transition. It's just smooth. First thing, you hear it like boop, next song, and it's like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to hear that. I haven't heard it before in other sets. Mistake. She's doing her thing. Third song comes on. It's a hit, and she starts loosening up, and she's dancing. And I can't take my eyes off of her. I cannot take my eyes off of her. I'm married, but I can't take my eyes off of her. She's feeling the music. She's grooving with the music. She starts dancing, turning around, and I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting. I'm focused now. She has my attention. And then the fourth, fifth song, I'm just like emotional. Like she's with the music. She's in the music. At that point, I can't even say she's mixing it right or what, but she's in the music. She's doing her thing. Eye contact. One of the best DJing sets I've seen, right? From someone that couldn't put her headphones on right the first time, right? And was very, she's just kind of nervous setting it up and all that. Best DJ. I've seen professionals, right? But seeing her live, and I'm there with her, and you don't know. It's something I can't, you're not going to get that from YouTube clips or 30-second clips, right? You have to see her live to get that. And I think that's why I think Waffles is going to be big. You know what? I want her to be big. I want her more to be big than I think she's going to be big. Because I think she brings something new to a new genre. Amapiano is the newest. I've never heard it before this year. And when I hear it in the music now, I'm like, I've heard this music in July, in February. I've heard songs with this blend. And I realize now I'm listening to Amapiano. I realize you could blend any music into it. It's literally like Africa saying, okay, music came from Africa. And this is our way of letting y'all know where music came from. Because we could literally Amapiano could take any music and blend it into a song and make it a banger. The Squid Game, the Red Light, Green Light song, Amapiano mix, banger. That's when I was like, I need this. I've never heard music like this in my life. I need this song. And when I Googled, that's how I got into Amapiano. And then I got into it. I'm thinking it's a little thing where a couple of people in South Africa mixing music. It's a big thing with a long history that comes from the 1990s. It's Bacardi, you have piano cello, you have Kawatu, which is like a hip-hop, I'm probably saying that wrong. It's like a hip-hop South African hip-hop, all mixed in there. And the background, the foundation of this music is piano. Like I said, for the first couple of times, I couldn't hear the piano in the music. So here's Uncle Waffles, and here's Amapiano as... I'm looking forward to more music in 2022. And there's a lot of bangers now. I hear all these songs on people's Instagram, people's Reels, and TikTok. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's an Amapiano song. Oh yeah, that's an Amapiano song. People are dancing. And the dances are... The Wakanda dances, what got me into African dancing. The Wakanda movies, Black Panther movies and the Wakanda. And Amapiano is a whole different level. If you think the Wakanda stuff and that whole period of... Afro beats, the dancing for Afro beats is off the chain. Amapiano is a whole different level. There's levels. And you're when you see Amapiano dancing, you're like, oh, okay, I gave up. I can't. You can't compete with that, right? Dancehall reggae was top for me for professional dancing, where you could do so many things with the music in terms of dance movements. You have Laurie Cortelmont, you have the Paris, the French dancers, the Jamaican dancehall dancers, the Russian dancehall dancers, Italy, all over the world dancehall music, reggae dancehall is spread around the world with all these professional dancers. But Amapiano music is a whole different level, right?